She sat there in that Mississippi courtroom, just 14 years old, with a faint smile curling her lips, convinced her story of voices and a broken mind would set her free. The jury leaned in. Her lawyers nodded confidently. Freedom felt so close she could almost taste it. But then, the prosecutor hit play on a hidden camera feed no one saw coming, and in those chilling frames, her entire facade shattered, revealing a truth so cold it silenced the room forever. This is Young and Guilty, where teenage dreams collide with adult consequences. If you're ready to dive into the raw heart of teen courtroom drama, hit that subscribe button now, turn on notifications, and let's unravel this nightmare together. Imagine a picture-perfect life in Brandon, Mississippi. Carly Madison Gregg, 14-year-old honor student, witty, kind, the girl everyone admired. Her mom, Ashley Smiley, a beloved math teacher at the same high school. Stepdad Heath, calm and supportive. On the surface, a family straight out of a Hallmark card. But beneath it all, cracks were forming. Deep, invisible fractures that no one could see until they exploded in blood and betrayal. By early 2024, Carly was unraveling. Secret self-harm scars hidden under her clothes, burner phones buzzing with messages to an older boyfriend, vaping marijuana in the shadows. Her parents spotted the signs, anxiety, withdrawal, and got her help. Therapy, then Zoloft for depression. But just 6 days before everything changed, they switched her to Lexapro. Was it the meds, the voices she later claimed whispered in her head, or something darker brewing inside? What you just saw was the last normal moment of Ashley Smiley's life. They pull into the garage at 3:54 p.m., unload the dogs, step inside like it's any other Tuesday. But that casual glance from Carly toward her bedroom, that's the spark. Ashley heads in to search for the hidden vapes and secrets her friend revealed at school. Carly? She slips outside briefly with the dogs, then returns. And in the next few seconds, the kitchen camera catches her turning away, not toward her room, but toward her parents' bedroom. The air thickens. The clock ticks louder, because at 4 p.m. sharp, everything fractures. Heart pounding yet? Because what happens next will freeze yours. There it is, the deliberate stride. Carly slips into her parents' room, lifts the mattress, grabs the .357 Magnum her mom kept hidden for protection, conceals it behind her back, pauses at the kitchen entrance to confirm Ashley's still searching in her bedroom. Then she steps inside. The footage ends there, but the audio doesn't lie. 3 shots ring out, echoing through the quiet home like thunder in a library. The first hits Ashley in the shoulder, the second, her neck, the third, point blank, above her right eye from less than 3 feet away. Fatal, unforgiving. Ashley Smiley, 40, loving mom and teacher, gone in seconds. But Carly? She just walks away. For 10 to 13 agonizing minutes after those shots, Carly sits at the kitchen counter, gun still concealed, casually picking up her mom's iPhone. She unlocks it with the passcode she knows by heart and texts Heath, "When will you be home, honey?" mimicking Ashley's exact affectionate tone. It's a lure, a trap wrapped in normalcy. Heath replies he'll head back soon. She fires off a thumbs-up emoji. Then she FaceTimes friends, voice cracking but coherent. "I've messed up bad." One urges 911. No, don't call anyone. Instead, she invites a specific friend over, opens the door with a chilling question, "Do dead bodies make you squeamish?" Leads her to the bedroom, shows Ashley's body, hands folded neatly across her stomach like in a coffin, face draped with a red towel to hide the wound, and whispers, "I put 3 in my mom, got 3 more for my stepdad, he's coming home." The friend, frozen in terror, hides in the backyard. Carly, back to humming, waiting for kill number 2. Halfway in, this one's hitting hard. Like, if you're hooked, comment psychotic break or calculated and subscribe now. The courtroom twist is coming. Don't blink. Heath arrives around 5 p.m., opens the laundry room door, unsuspecting. Carly's waiting, gun raised, fires immediately, grazes his neck, hits his shoulder inches from his face. But Heath, fueled by shock and survival, charges forward. Bigger, stronger, he wrestles the weapon away amid her wild, wordless screams that echo like something primal. Carly bolts out the back door, her terrified friend chasing after. Heath, bleeding profusely, stumbles through the house searching for an intruder, convinced this must be a home invasion, until he reaches Carly's bedroom, sees the towel-draped form. Realization crashes in. He grabs his phone, dials 911. That raw chaos you just heard? It's Heath Smiley, voice shattering as the truth hits. She killed her mom. Carly fled, jumping fences, vanishing into the quiet neighborhood like a ghost. But the call doesn't end the horror, it amplifies it. Paramedics and deputies swarm Ashton Way, turning a peaceful street into a crime scene frenzy.
I went in the back door, she tried to shoot me. Hey, I need some gloves. Grazed, but he's considered. It went through his shirt. You got me right there. Magnolia Place, that gate is son of injury. She went over the side back towards my vehicle. She might have looked around this way. Might have looked back, going back towards the pond right there.
Deputies clear the house, gun on the counter, 1 round left. Then the towel lift, bullet in her head. 3 execution-style shots. Heath's treated in shock, while another deputy finds Carly hiding by a drainage ditch, small, dazed. Cuffs click, case closed. Carly's charged as an adult, first-degree murder for Ashley, attempted murder for Heath, tampering with evidence for hiding the kitchen camera. At 14, staring down life without parole under Mississippi law. But the real battlefield? The courtroom. Months in solitary, 23 hours a day alone in an adult facility, separated from inmates but isolated from sanity. Her symptoms, they say, spiraled. Defense hammers it. Genetic mental illness from her biological dad's schizophrenia and bipolar. Voices haunting her since age 9. The Lexapro switch triggering a full psychotic break. Prosecution? A calculated double life unmasked. Drugs, secret boys, every move premeditated. No insanity, just intent.
She's 15 years old. In the eyes of the law, we talked about this on Monday, Carly Gregg is an adult. You do get to consider her age, but that's not the only factor you consider when you determine whether or not to send her to prison for life. We'd ask that she be sent to prison for life without the possibility of parole, and let me tell you why. When you consider her family and home environment, ladies and gentlemen, by all accounts, the defendant has told you she had a loving home. She had parents that adored her. She had every opportunity, more opportunities than most kids. She was advanced in school. She had guitar lessons. They took her to equestrian therapy. They took her to counseling. She had the opportunity to have medication. Nothing was enough for her. She still committed these heinous crimes. Nothing. Her home life was a perfect home life. When we talk about these factors in Miller, that usually comes up when we talk about these defendants that have been grown up on the streets, when their parents weren't present. Now,
Carly at the defense table, looking fragile, younger than her years, crying through graphic testimony, covering her ears during the 911 replay.
Your daughter tried to shoot you? Yeah. Shooting at me. Where is she at? She ran away. How old is she? 14. 14? Okay, ma'am, stay on the phone. Ma'am, stay on the phone with me. Just calm down. What's your name? Okay, calm down for me. Give me your name again. Heath Smiley. Heath Smiley? Yes, sir. All right, Miss Sir, what's your phone number you calling me from? Did she hit you? Yeah, I got hit in the neck a little bit. Okay, so it grazed your neck? Yes, sir. All right, and what's her name? Carly Gregg. Carly Gregg? Does she still have a gun on her? I took it from her. She ran. You took it from her and she ran? Yes, sir.
Genuine distress or echoes of that post-shooting calm? Experts clash like thunder. Legally insane, she didn't know right from wrong, versus she hid the evidence, she lured him home, she knew. The jury hangs on every word. Then, the turning point. Prosecutors cue the security footage. Carly's faint smile, that confident curl, flickers, fades. The smile evaporates as her own calm walk plays on the courtroom screen. Head drops, shoulders heave, sobs break through, light but real, as the undeniable truth unfolds. The humming, the texts, the repositioned body. The jury? They don't deliberate long. Less than 2 hours, a blistering pace in a case this complex.
The court's been informed that the jury's reached a verdict. I say this in every case. One half of this room, I don't know which half, is going to be upset. Do not add injury to insult. These people did not ask for this job. They didn't want the job. The state and the defense forced them into the job. You will not approve the jury's verdict, and you will not disapprove of the jury's verdict, or you will go to jail. It is a 30-day jail sentence for every outburst. I'm going to give anyone who does not believe that they are able to control their emotions the opportunity to leave the courtroom at this time. Would anybody like to leave? All right, Mr. Bailiff, please bring in the jury. You can sit right there, ma'am. Ma'am, I see you're holding some papers. The jury been able to reach a verdict in any of these counts.
yes, sir.
All right, if you would, please hand the paper to the bailiff. Ms. Gregg, please rise and come to the podium, along with your attorneys. All right, the verdicts appear to be in proper form. Verdict of the jury is count 1. We, the jury, find the defendant, Carly Madison Gregg, guilty of first-degree murder as charged in the indictment. Count 2. We, the jury, find the defendant, Carly Madison Gregg, guilty of attempted murder as charged in the indictment. First row, ma'am, is that your verdict? Sir, is that your verdict?
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, is that your verdict? Sir, is that your verdict? Ma'am, is that your verdict? You got to answer out loud, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Yes.
On the back row, sir, is that your verdict? Ma'am, is that your verdict? Ma'am, is that your verdict?
Yes.
Sir, is that your verdict? Ma'am, is that your verdict? Ma'am, is that your verdict? Ma'am, is that your verdict? That verdict is proper and unanimous. As to count 2, we, the jury, find the defendant, Carly Madison Gregg, guilty of attempted murder as charged in the indictment. Beginning on the first row. Ma'am, is that your verdict?
Yes,
Sir, is that your verdict?
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, is that your verdict? Sir, is that your verdict?
Yes.
Ma'am, is that your verdict?
Yes.
On the back row, sir, is that your verdict?
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, is that your verdict? Ma'am, is that your verdict? Sir, is that your verdict? Ma'am, is that your verdict? Ma'am, is that your verdict? Ma'am, is that your verdict? As to count 3, we, the jury, find the defendant, Carly Madison Gregg, guilty of tampering with evidence as charged in the indictment. Beginning on the first row. Ma'am, is that your verdict?
Yes, sir.
Sir, is that your verdict?
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, is that your verdict? Sir, is that your verdict?
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, is that your verdict?
Yes, sir.
On the back row, sir, is that your verdict? Ma'am, is that your verdict? Ma'am, is that your verdict? Sir, is that your verdict? Ma'am, is that your verdict? Ma'am, is that your verdict? Ma'am, is that your verdict? All right.
Guilty of tampering with evidence. Unanimous. The insanity defense? Rejected outright. No commitment to a mental health facility. Straight to sentencing.
Ms. Gregg, please come to the podium. Your sentences will be as follows. As to count 1, the jury having fixed the verdict at life imprisonment, this court will sentence you to life imprisonment. As to count 2, you'll be sentenced to life imprisonment. As to count 3, you'll be sentenced to 10 years to serve. You'll be required to pay court cost fees and assessments in the amount of $431.50.
The gavel falls heavy. Life imprisonment without the possibility of parole for the murder. Another life concurrent for the attempt, plus 10 years stapped for tampering. All to run together, but without end. For clarity on what this means in juvenile terms, under Mississippi law, no death penalty for minors, but life without parole? It's the harshest cage for a teen brain still forming. No early release hearings, no second chances. She's in the youthful offender unit now, solitary shadow lingering, waiting transfer at 18 to full adult lockup. Justice served, or a system blind to a child's fractures? Today, the fight's not over. In September 2025, her new legal team filed an explosive 75-page appeal to the Mississippi Supreme Court, slamming the rocket docket trial as rushed, unconstitutional life sentence for a juvenile, prosecutorial missteps and errors that tainted fairness. They're demanding reversal, a new trial, or resentencing. Prosecutors fired back, standing firm. A decision could drag 18 months or more. Carly's dad blames inherited illness and a failed system. Will she walk at 30 or rot forever? The debate rages. Justice for the broken or cruelty to the child? This is Young and Guilty, exposing the raw truth of teen crime and courtroom consequences. If Carly's story chilled you to the core, comment below. Life without parole at 14? Fair or failure? Like if you want more. Subscribe right now for weekly deep dives into viral teen trials, and hit the bell because the next case might just break the internet. Thanks for watching. Stay guilty of curiosity.